asking to see the ring. Let's see the bling of which Jet proudly boasts it. Let's take you back and show you highlights from the 450 class. And there's Chase Sexton prior to the fall. What was the night going to hold in store for him? Remember, Chase came in with the SMX World Championship points lead. He had a couple of advantage over his younger teammate, Jet Lawrence. But that's the question everyone was wondering. How was this night going to play out? Who was going to perform the best? So we take you to Moto 1, and it was Adam Cianciarillo with the whole shot aboard his Monster Energy Kawasaki who took off. Justin Barsha was hot in pursuit, and Justin made a really good move, but it wouldn't last very long because there was a hiccup. But that was after this one here where Dylan Ferrandis was the biggest victim.
Yeah, you got McElrath going down to, looks like Grant Harlan as well, and just hate to see Ferrandis' season end up like that, especially on that Monster Energy Star Yamaha.
James, this is what I was referring to with Barsha.
Yeah, tough position. I mean, he was hounding AC for a couple laps, and then Adam Cianciarillo, and then he comes out, just loses traction, which was the theme of the night, and then they brought out the red flag. But yeah, that was a tough hit, and they racked him up.
Staggered start with Jason Anderson at the front and Roxon in hot pursuit.
Yeah, what we didn't see was Jason Anderson be able to get past, and when all that went down, and then the race was on, we saw Chase Sexton ahead of Jet Lawrence. Next thing you know, Jet Lawrence is ahead of Chase Sexton, and he had to go past all these guys. And once those nights started, once he got in the rhythm, there was no stopping Jet.
So then Roxon was the target, RC.
Well, he was, and I just love the intensity that Ken Roxon had throughout the whole playoffs, SMX playoffs, these 3 rounds, and then for the championship weekend here in LA Coliseum. He never gave up. Here he is battling it out, and then that's where Jet gets into the number 2 spot. He's going to be able to move up the road. But to my point, like, I loved what I saw from Ken Roxon, and this is a great way to go out and bring that intensity into the 2024 season. And that's a quad that Jet was doing, and great reaction by Ken Roxon to start jumping that quad mid-moto.
That was the signature move. There was a quick glance over to see where Kenny was, and a quick glance back to seal the deal in Moto number 1, and that gave Jet the points advantage coming into the all-important Moto 2, but boy, oh boy, his teammate was not about to give up easily. Sexton got the whole shot, and everyone was chasing Chase.
Yeah, they were definitely chasing, and after the first moto, it was kind of lackluster. We was wondering what was going to happen with Chase, and boy, this kind of reminded me of old Chase Sexton. You let him out front, you look up, he's 4 or 5 seconds out front, and even Jet said after the race, like, I mean, dude, he dropped us on the track that everybody was the same, like he couldn't do anything for it, but then everything came crashing down as we're watching Ken Roxon try to get around Adam Cianciarillo right here in the beginning.
It was a good move between the guys who have spent a lot of time at the training track together. Meanwhile, the Honda duo up front, it was all looking good for Chase Sexton, Ricky, until...
Right there, self-induced error, and we've seen it, and he's not going to like us talking about it, but we're not doing our job if we don't say it. And he leans the bike over, looks like he leans the bike over a little too much, gets the front end down, and then just pile drives into the sand, goes head first. Hopefully he's okay. I really respect how this guy never gives up, and you know what, he didn't go down without a fight.
No, he was out in front, and that put his young teammate Jet Lawrence in the driver's seat, so to speak, because it just grew. Even with Jet sitting in second place, he still had the SMX World Title points lead, but then this grew that advantage. Roxon did not give up, but time for the checkered flag, time for an SMX World Title victory. The 20-year-old couldn't believe it. Congratulated by the veteran.
1 equals 1 million.
1 equals 1 million, says Jet Lawrence. Yes, it does. The 1-1 result equals 1 million.
Yep, yes it does. I'm still looking at that trophy. It's big.
Yeah. There's the results on the night and what led to Lawrence being victorious. In the absence of his older brother being unable to compete in the 250, he flew the Lawrence family flag high. With that 1-1 result, what a way to go out at the most important race of the season. Here's Will Christian with more.